You're watching the Tesla Life live with your host, Mark Coughlin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tesla Life number 433. And of course, that means falling leaves, if you haven't noticed. But we have a technical difficulty. We're stuck with falling leaves today. But hey, it's fall. It's something that we can work with for an episode. So no problem there. But that's what's going on. Yeah. With me, as always, my other two co-hosts, Mr. Casey Green, joining us from an undisclosed Wawa locations. How are you today, sir?
In Delaware. So our choices were My Sunday Show, What Drives Us, Stark Blue, Skulls, Princesses.
For October, I would do it with Skulls, man.
It wasn't the right Skulls. I was like, okay, maybe this would be like Halloween-ish, but it was wrong. And then what was the other one? We had something that was Tron-ish, but it was like, it wasn't enough to be topical for what we're going to talk about today. So I was like, So I just picked the one that had red in it.
Yeah, well, they don't want Disney suing them, so they have to not get too close to that without licensing.
Good point. But everything's going pretty well. I just got an update when I parked the car, so I don't know.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So bug fixes for sure, and the same, multi-year-old version of FSD at 12.6.4, I believe. But as we know, that doesn't mean everything, because it does have behavior changes every update, even though supposedly they're not touching it. So exciting times.
Very good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they claim they're not touching it. I'd just say their change logs are less than exhaustive.
Yeah. You can tell it's not their darling HW4.
How optimistic of you, Patrick. Yes. And that, of course, is Mr. Patrick Connor joining us from the West Coast. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. Hello, Tesla Nation. So the heat pump is working great. It's nice that we're getting heat, and yet it's not running a gas furnace. So one little step towards our future free from fossil fuels over here.
Exactly. Ooh. Now, you wearing a blanket doesn't help the...
I could turn the heat up.
Just because he has a European preference for how to manage the body temperature versus the
that's what it is.
Doesn't mean the heat pump's broken.
Yep.
Very good. Well, we got a bunch of stories this week, as is not a surprise in the Tesla world. First one, of course, is that Tesla's hit a new production number of 500,000 as of just today, and that was publicized about Giga Texas producing their 500,000th vehicle. So
now, that one is rated for 250 or 500 a year.
I don't know what their annual.
Is.
I forget. I have to go look at the document.
The other bit of information I have on this, though, is they hit 400,000 earlier in April this year, April 11th, I believe.
Oh, they're trucking them.
So they added another 100,000 between April 11th and today.
Yeah. I want to say it was either 250 or 500 is their nameplate, but they've had a long, slow ramp because of what they make there. Between the structural Model Y and the Cybertruck, and just regular Model Y. It's been a long.
Well, 100,000 in 6 months is on track for a run rate of 200,000 a year. So that's what they're at right now.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up now because I'm curious.
A quick hello to Lee Moon, Digital Blade, Mark, and of course Highlander has joined us in the chat room. Hello to all. Thanks for being here. We've got it's again the traditional photo of a bunch of people out front with 500K sign is available. That was in our thumbnail, actually, if you saw that. It is And again, we're going to have to see if it's accelerating still. So if it took from April till now to get 100,000, we'll have to see if the margin of time shrinks for the next 100,000.
I think it
All
will.
the Party City stores are like, why do we keep running out of zeros? What is
Okay, so I've got this shareholder deck, the last shareholder deck open, and I'm looking now for where it says what the factors can do.
I just imagine, Patrick, that there's a room at the Giga Texas just filled with numbers.
Right.
You walk in, there's gold and silver numbers everywhere you look.
And the letter K for some reason.
And a couple of M's.
Yep.
Exactly.
Here we go. California, 100,000. Model Ys. I'm sorry, Model S's and X's. Shanghai. All right, Shanghai 950. Texas.
And while Casey looks that up, another piece of information about Giga Texas, not exactly Giga Texas, but Texas itself, is that the state now has offered a $2,500 EV discount that people can pick up. Now you have to apply for it yourself. The showroom or the dealer does not apply for it, so it's something that you have to do yourself. But and again, it's first come, first serve. Funding will run out on this, so you have to get at it early. Don't be disappointed by waiting too long. But that's if you're a resident of Texas, you can now apply for this $2,500 off of a purchase or a lease. So
nice.
Both are available to you.
So, and that's true for individuals, businesses, and even government agencies. So, like, if your town mayor wants to get some for their whatever fleet of maintenance vehicles, they could do that. So it's not going to last very long because this program is started September 1st, and it will go. Let's see, until March of 2026 or until the funds run out. Which
Oregon and Jersey.
Yes, almost all of these programs end because the funds run out, not because some date gets hit.
Oh, and Ontario as well, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So we can see here that the latest guidance for Giga Austin is, without specifying how many CyberCabs, is greater than 250 Model Ys and greater than 125,000 Cybertrucks. So I imagine they're sandbagging on that because Shanghai is supposed to be very similar to Austin. And
look at Shanghai's numbers.
Right.
Unbelievable, almost 1 million vehicles
just from one factory. And then you got California over there. That's a truer number, but again, Austin is supposed to be able to do better than that. So I'm curious what the real number is for Texas, but that's what they're guiding for is what's that, 375?
Yeah.
It's more than 250, so, and then they're on track, so this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, but you can't go by those. That's capacity if they were maxed out, full shifts all the time, which they're not. Yeah.
Well, I was just comparing their milestone to that, so I was curious. Yeah. Yeah.
So next, this story, Casey, you probably saw this earlier because you, of course, had a Model S for some time.
Yes.
But the Model S has
new
made
record
Times magazine's best inventions of the 2000s.
Yeah,
so
I think it deserves that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you look at where it was in 2012 and where it is now, it's kind of a nice progression. And then without it, I don't know that personal passenger EVs would be where and how they are. I mean, we Patrick and I had, and you had Volts, and you and me had Volts, and Patrick had the Leaf. They were competent, but they're not really anything like that old Model S, which is still getting updates to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they indicate, of course, 2012 is when Time recognized the Model S as a piece of technology that could truly transform the car industry. And I will have to say that they were absolutely correct. That car did transform the auto industry, and the fact that maybe it didn't sell record amounts of vehicles, but it did pave the way for the Model 3, which actually did.
Yeah.
And there was then, of course, that paved the way for the Model Y, which became the #1 vehicle in the world.
Yes.
So it was a stepping stone, but it was able to prove the fact that, yes, you can build an EV that's competent and reliable, and the public want it. And two, you can build enough volume that you can actually become the best vehicle in the world, which it took a couple other pieces to that puzzle, but without that first stepping stone, we never would have got there.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of junipers running around, which is kind of cool to see, and more of Patrick style, which I don't know where they're coming from unless they're getting them used, because they don't make them anymore. But yeah, without the Model S, that we wouldn't be there and here today. So congrats to the team.
It is amazing. So that was 2012, and the over-the-air updates. There are still auto manufacturers that don't do that today, and it's ridiculous.
Like they've had whole design cycles since then that they should have put that in there by now.
Yeah, it's been over a decade. Let's catch up to this century. And you mentioned that I had a Leaf. I had to take it in to get a firmware update, and it took hours. And I'm like, it was so annoying. And
worse than that, they didnn't pre-download it. And
exactly.
They knew their internet
when I got there, that's when they started downloading it. They said, "Oh, you're the first one to come in for this, so it's going to take us an hour or two to download that software." I said, "To my car?" And they were like, "No, from Nissan." Oh my God, you guys could have done this last night. I mean, there's no reason.
And it's not like Patrick showed up to have it done. He had a schedule. He put it in the calendar. They knew he was coming. They could have done the one that's sitting on the lot. And they knew how to do it before he showed up, rather than it's like, oh, well, we got to download it. Then hope this works.
Right. Yeah. And we've seen how like VW they've ended up firing multiple vice presidents because they couldn't get their software act together. Yeah. Some of their early EVs, a friend of mine, Scott, had one, and the software was a pile of crap. And a bunch of my buddies are software developers, and so they were just laughing at how bad the UI was, and just some of the basic mistakes that these guys were making. And so now they've partnered with Rivian to try to work that out, because Rivian actually has talent in that space. But I don't know. It's like how really focused on VW is Rivian going to be? I'm sure they'll meet their contractual obligations, but it's not going to be their first priority. So anyway,
a couple of $5 billion will focus some of your attention at least.
Yeah, I can see the automaker's problem here. If you have some qualified graduate who has these skills, do they want to go work at Ford or GM or VW when they could go to work for one of these AI startups that is really interesting?
Yeah. Or at least, cars that when you say, "Hey, I work on this car," somebody will say, "Oh, cool," versus, "Oh, really?" And let me tell you about the problems I had in the service department.
Right. Yes. So yeah, I wish that I'm glad that the Model S is being recognized. It was a landmark vehicle. It's still a benchmark in many ways. Yeah. And they've made a lot of improvements on it since then. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I was looking at some of the other stuff on this list. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, even look at the ones that are deployed still. They still are making retrofits available for it. That was something that was really cool about the car when it was current. Was they would retrofit it in a heartbeat as long as it wasn't too labor intensive. Some stuff was free, some stuff was customer pay, and they would just change stuff out. And then eventually they got a little more legacy style where it's like, oh yeah, we don't do that for this model year. But even then, if it's a matter of just downing the car, or like, hey, we can squeeze MCU2 in there. You're not gonna have FM radio anymore, but you're gonna have a computer that works. So it's good to see that they still recognize that. And what are some of the items they pointed out there, Patrick?
well, you can't see, but right over here is a Dyson.
Nice.
So that's on the list. The Nintendo Switch is on the list.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah. The Roomba iRobot's on the list. I'm like, oh, I've got all of those. The Sphere in Vegas is on the list. That one's pretty cool. ChatGPT 4 is on the list. Novo Nordisk. I don't know what this is. It's a the class of drugs that includes Ozempic.
Oh,
and
yellow,
Wegovy and yeah.
1 LPs.
Yep. Health double neural bypass.
Neural bypass.
So yeah, so this is a human computer brain interface.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not Neuralinks. It's from Northwell, and I guess they did this in 2024. So that's
one of the ones that look like this.
Yeah, I don't know if they have a picture of the guy shaking hands, but I don't see the device actually in the shot. Yeah, the Cronut. Forget that one.
The Cronut.
Yeah,
man, that brings the Model S down. Put that on the list, like.
They go from NASA Curiosity rover to a pastry.
Oh my.
Okay. The LED light bulb, that's a huge one. That's definitely a game changer. Here's one in Canada, Mark. 2008 Montreal public bike system.
Public bike system. So the bike rental system in Montreal. Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was award-winning. Well, let's move on to the next report, and of course we were talking about game changers, and this may be a game changer. What has happened is that Tesla has been spotted at Gigafactory Texas again. Seems to be about that, with the actual CyberCab out on the test track there.
Nice. There we go.
So, did I make an error? Is this looks like Fremont?
It looks like it.
It looks like Fremont. Let me go back to the photo caption. It's spotted testing at Giga Texas and Fremont. Okay.
Oh, that doesn't narrow it down. Although I have to say, look at those lanes. They have there's 3 lanes. 2 go one way, 1 go the other. Except the one that goes the other way is in the middle. That is crazy. No, not that on the right. Up at the top center. Lower. I can see your mouse, but left. There you go. Right below that lot. See those 3 lanes? One of them goes
right down the middle.
And 2 go to the right. Yeah. That is not how lanes should go.
That's practice for lane splitting, I believe. That's what that is. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it makes the left turns easier, I guess, because you don't have to deal with the oncoming traffic.
Yeah. But look at those right turns right into that fence. A bit funky, but we talked about the CyberCab, of course, being initially produced at the design studio in Hawthorne. So it hadn't got to mass manufacturing because really there was only about 18 or 20 of them, and it's been produced a few more times, I believe, in those test modes. But of course, both Fremont and Texas have been getting ready to mass produce them once the green light's been given. So, and I'm sure they're going through, minor changes here and there as they see things or as they test things some more. So there may be some other things that are going to be modified before actual mass production. But I believe that they're starting to get ready with the machinery to mass produce them, get them ready for an actual rollout once Tesla gives them the green light that we're ready to drop the pencils and start producing based on, of course, the adoption of FSD, in different states to be able to support that vehicle going into production without a steering wheel or pedals. So that will be another momentous occasion, and of course, just like the Model S, may change the world a little bit because, of course, we're entering into a world of autonomy that's been cleared for takeoff.
Yeah, we might see that on the 2027 time list.
Exactly.
Yeah. If this goes smoothly, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Casey, maybe you can talk a little bit about the next story, which is about TronMode. What is that craziness? And as Patrick mentioned, is Disney on board with this? Because of course they own Tron, the property.
Yes.
What?
So Disney just came out with a new edition of the Tron saga, and they stepped to Tesla to ask them to help promote it, which it looks nice. There was a little bit of controversy about, hey, you're putting ads in my car, but it's not exactly an ad as far as I can tell. It's more like a theme. Like you can find this elsewhere in the tech industry where my Waze is Halo branded. It's the Master Chief. Come on, finish the fight. But this seems to be that. And the other bit of folks complaining were, well, they spent folks looking at doing this when they could be working on my bugs. If anything, it was one designer for like a day or a week, not a whole team, most likely. Or Disney could have sent everything down in one package and been like, here you go. And Tesla just integrated it, which, again, would not have taken away from getting your particular bugs fixed. So it looks fun, and those people who enjoy it, there you go. And those who didn't want it, just don't pick it as your theme. I don't think it changed to the default. It just became available, and then the only way you really knew it was there was in the release notes that happened when you get back in your car and it says, "Hey, here are the updates. TronMode, try it out."
Right. I like this method of doing it. So it's not just an ad. It's a new mode, and if you want to have your have this theme in your vehicle, you select it. If you don't, you don't. If you're into Tron, hey, cool. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to do it. And the fact that it's opt-in versus, we were just talking about the great thing about connected cars. Well, if it gets abused, if these were just being shoved in your face and every time you start up your car, there's a new ad popping up and you have to watch it before you can shift into drive, that would be super annoying, right? Yeah. And there are some picture frames and even some smart refrigerators that have been accused of taking that ad thing too far. So if Tesla starts doing it, then we'll have something to really complain about. But people complaining about this, just shut up.
Well, I don't want to say shut up, but I do want to say that they might be envisioning things are more aggressive than they are planned to ever be. If this was like, if you guys are aware, when you get into a new Fisker Ocean, you get a nice, or if you recover one from the dead and you turn it back on, you get a full ad of Mr. Fisker talking to you, thanking you for your purchase, and it's unskippable. And if you'd got in the car and it changed to Tron mode, and he said, hey, Finn here, come join me on my latest adventure. That would suck. But this isn't that.
Yeah, my stove is complaining that my fridge is spamming it with emails, so you can have that problem.
My microwave just sends a text to my phone saying, "Hey, the food is done."
But that's I don't think that's bad. Is something that you have to opt into. And again, like the Fisker Ocean thing, even if that was just to come up twice, I think the second time would be quite annoying. Seeing it once would be enough. But man, to have Mr. Fisker come up and talk about his car again, like that would be painful. But
Yeah, like I just changed the 12-volt battery. Let me drive. Or
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
we've
Why
seen
not
this
make it
already, and now this
skippable?
is my spouse's car.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So no, I think this is good. I think this again, it keeps the interface fresh, and it allows some people to enjoy a few movie connections.
Yeah.
That's fun. Maybe we'll see. Maybe you'll see the next one to be Pirates of the Caribbean. You're in control of a pirate ship. Who knows? But again, as Patrick mentioned, if you don't want to use it, don't use it.
Yeah, what's kind of funny is you still can't. It still doesn't have Disney Plus by default on the on the screen.
There's still, oh my god, that's still going on. Okay.
Yeah, but apparently he's done screaming at them, and they've
And then now they're
made
working
up.
together. There's some
Yeah,
sort of
exactly.
deal in place, right? Obviously.
Yeah,
Mhm.
something's happening.
Yeah.
The other thing that I predict, if they go to pull this out and somebody's using it, and you get an update and it's gone, it's going to be the exact same, but opposite. The folks who didn't want it will be like, okay, it's gone. The folks who were using it will be like, we'll put it back. We'll put it back.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not very resource intensive as far as like storage space or compute, because like we can push that way off. Like maybe make it stick in there for a year or two.
Yeah, I mean, Tron was a big deal for me as a little nerd kid who would buy computer magazines to type the programs in so that I could play the games, and then back those up onto a cassette tape, like a modem.
So it wouldn't take you another week to type it in once again.
Exactly. Yeah. And because I couldn't afford floppy disks, the cassette option was what I had available to me at that time. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to be trying this out. In fact, I just checked. I don't have the update yet. It came out 5 days ago. I have my settings to early, and still don't have it yet. I don't know. How about it in the chat? Do any of you guys have it yet? Oh yeah, Lee Moon remembers the old computers.
TSR-80.
Yeah.
I'm really familiar with that one. That was in high school when the TSR-80 showed up.
So legacy guy here won't get it, but is Mark going to get it with the Intel, or is this AMD only?
No, it's probably AMD only. That's typically the case.
Just you like have the
Brock Irrigation has come to Canada, but it's only for the updated processor. So older cars do not get it, although they do say that eventually.
Eventually when they replace the voice module with Brock.
You have Santa mode though, right?
Yeah,
I do have Santa
mode. This is kind of with different graphics and sound. I mean,
yeah.
So you don't have to have the latest in hardware to be able to do this.
That's true, because the Santa mode did upgrade last year.
Yeah, mine changed.
So I guess there's a possibility. We'll have to.
But my dance is not changed. My dance is the same, even though it doesn't need to be. I still say that some of this is a case of Tesla doesn't want those people screaming, "Why did you waste designer time on this?" But others, it's like, if we don't give him the new dance, he's gonna buy a new car. Nah, you can. I'm gonna keep this money. You can keep that car.
I wonder what this cross promotional deal was. I mean, how much did Disney pay Tesla to do this?
Yeah, is there a Tesla in the movie?
Yeah, because then you can say no, nothing changed hands. But if there was cash, then I'm curious. This will be interesting.
Yeah, so Tesla doesn't do traditional advertising all that much, although they've been dabbling in it lately. Mark, you had an example on your Twitter feed there, and about what airport was that in?
Melbourne.
Okay, yeah. So it was an FSD ad down under. That's pretty cool.
A couple Instagram ads, and I don't want to say it was a YouTube ad because I'm YouTube Premium. I don't get the ads, but I am following Tesla's channel, so I saw what they are using as an ad. I hit the channel with the notification, so I did.
But this makes a whole lot more sense, right? The Optimus showed up at the movie premiere, interacting, Kung Fu with Jared Leto. So that is going to get far more interest and hype and attention than some ad would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it becomes a story to itself.
Exactly. Right. And if the car is in the movie, that you don't know how many cars that sells, especially if it's done tastefully or in a way to make it feel cool. and then if for folks that are into the movie who already have the car, if they keep doing fun stuff like this and they do it in a non-intrusive way,
Right.
you get more repeats. Or you're going out to lunch, you take your coworkers with you, they like Tron, and you got the light cycle going. Like, oh, pick one of these up because that was fun. That's quirky.
Exactly. Yeah, I hope one of the bad guys on a light cycle smashes into a digital Cybertruck in cyberspace.
I think the premise of the Neutron movie is something about them melding into today's reality. So
Yes.
I could see some Tesla placement in that. It'll be interesting. I definitely will watch the movie when it becomes available, but we'll have to see if a Tesla shows up.
Cool.
Very good. Well, I think that wraps it up for today's show. And of course, the falling leaves have shortened the show as well. So we're trying to work on that. Well, hopefully we get that fixed by next week. But we want to thank everyone who's joined us in the chat room. And thanks for allowing us to do a late start. Just conflict timing happened today. Doesn't usually happen, but sometimes you can't avoid something. So that's why we're a little bit late today. But next week we'll be back at our regular 7 p.m. Eastern time slot. So with that, let's go to some shout outs. And Casey, what's happening at the Wawa?
Well, we've got our Tesla Life Express shows coming up at the regular time. And then we've also got on Sunday, you've got Let's Chat with Casey and Friends over at youtube.com/Casey Green and x.com/gcustom. And hope to see you there.
Very good. Very good. Patrick?
As always, I'm with the Oregon Electric Vehicle Association. You can find us at oeva.org, and I blog occasionally at carswithcords.net, where I write about my future free from fossil fuels. If you were here a week and a half ago or so when we had, who was our friend from his own EV channel?
Ken Bakur.
Yes, with Ken.
From
we were
the EV Revolution show.
Thank you for that. We talked about vehicles towing and hauling. And so after that discussion, I did some research on it. And so I have a couple posts on there about towing with the Cybertruck. How much can you tow? What does impact to range does it have? And then once I started going down that, I started looking at the Tesla Semi and how much we talked about how you can either be space limited or weight limited. And which one are you likely to hit depending on what you're carrying and how much will that impact range? So there's a couple articles up there. If you're interested in EV trucks, check it out. Thanks.
Very good. Also, I wanted to mention that we did our National Drive Electric Month event. It happened October 4th, just about a week ago. And what I'm going to do is in the notes, I'm going to post a little wrap-up video that we did on our other channel, the REVA channel, which stands for Waterloo Region Electric Vehicle Association. So I'm going to put a note in there for the link if you want to check out a 4-minute video of our wrap-up here in Waterloo. You can do that as well. So thanks, everyone, so much. If you haven't already, please press that like button, press the subscribe, help us out. We'd really appreciate it. And we really thank all those that have joined us in the chat room today. Together, we will be together again next week. And of course, at the Tesla Express shows in between. And together, we'll find out what's happening in the Tesla life.
Stay positive. Test negative.
Definitely. That is a good point. We've got 2 more shows at the regular time. And then the United States messes with the clock. And we'll see.
We follow you along in Canada. Don't worry.
So North America, the ones that aren't, just steadfast, why bother with this mess? Like Arizona and some of the tribes. We all mess with the clock soon. And, so get ready.
Yeah. Whoever ends that is going to be a national hero.
Well,
a continental hero.
Well, depending on who it is, it could just be like, hey, this is one good thing they did. I'm hoping that it's done soon because it would be nice for me to not complain about it every year twice. There's something else about that. Catch y'all on the flip side. It was somebody's comment. but I can't see it now. It moved. But either way, good to see you all.